Hi everybody, I'm Red Hill Eagle and welcome back to Skyforged, an Ironsworn Starforged series. Okay, this is episode 1. This is episode 1 proper. This is where we get into the adventure. I have recently discovered obsidian, so I'm going to use that as a little tool for kind of just keeping record of where I am. I think it's an amazing piece of software. I've also recently discovered something called CrewLink, which is absolutely awesome. So I'm possibly going to change up what I've got here in the future. For the moment, I'll stick with this. I'll stick with Stargazer and Obsidian, but it's quite possible I'll be moving over to CrewLink. Okay, so what I've done is I've created a few things in our sector. I've got a sector called Fool's Void. I've put our little ship here at the moment. I've created a couple of settlements and planets and that sort of thing, and one connection, Merrick Tallinn, who is a doctor on the settlement of Hypatia. So I don't know if you read what I put here in the little blurb. I'm staying under the radar at the moment. I've got this cargo aboard. It's something I shouldn't have. It's something potentially dangerous, probably illegal. I really shouldn't have it on board. So I take the ship out of kind of the known routes. I don't know what they were called, the Skyways or something. I don't know, whatever. And I'm now in sort of deep space, and I want to get to Hypatia to get to a friend, or I don't know necessarily whether Marek is a friend yet, but an acquaintance. And I just, because I'm in a sector that I'm not familiar with, I've been here a few times, but mainly just to kind of catch up with Merrick. So yeah, I just want to go somewhere familiar. So I'm going to head there. So my first move is to undertake an expedition. So let me get my dice, which I should have had prepared earlier. So I want my challenge dice and my I can't remember what the other one was called, but whatever. I've got my dice. Action die, that was the one. So, undertake an expedition. Because I can't use set a course because I'm not on a one of these things, what are they called, the known routes. So I've got to use this, and I want to stay under the radar because I've got this dangerous cargo and I don't want to get caught with it. This isn't going to be easy for me actually because my stats, so I need to roll plus shadow, and shadow, my shadow is, it's 2, not as bad as I thought, but it's still not great, is it? So 2 plus 4, 5, 6, a weak hit. So on a weak hit, as above, but this progress costs you, choose 1. Right, I should also, I guess, progress. Travel in deep space to Hypatia. I'm saying deep space because it's to differentiate from the fact that I'm not in a known route. And we'll say it's dangerous because I don't want it to be. Yeah, I'll say dangerous. Right, so as above. So what was above? A strong hit to reach a waypoint. Envision the location. Mark progress per rank. So I'll mark the progress. There we go. Get 2 of those. But it costs me. So suffer costs en route. Make a suffer move, or 2 suffer moves of -1, or face a peril at a waypoint. I'm going to face a peril. So I'm going to roll a D100 on the space sighting encounters table, and I get 95, which is, roll twice. All right, okay, so 12, a stellar object. Okay, let's remember that, 12 and 70. A stellar object and a debris field. Right, so debris field and stellar object. I'm just going to make a quick note. Debris field and stellar object. So I need to roll up a stellar object. And that, page 34 of the rulebook, or sorry, the reference guide, 16. That is a glowing orange star. So let's pop in, I can't remember the exact, let's put it there. A glowing orange star. So we want a star. Add that. Right, so it doesn't really put us into any sort of peril unless we have to navigate around it. Let's say we have to do that. So if we have to sort of navigate around that, or maybe it's causing issues. It's causing issues with our ship. Perhaps there's some flares coming from it, caused by some sort of sunspots, and it's interfering with some of our instruments. And I need to make a small repair, and it's going to be a small repair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the moves section. Okay, make a repair. So I need to roll now on make your own repairs or direct a companion to make the repairs. Roll plus wits. Okay, so I'm going to roll plus wits, and my wits are 3. So hopefully 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, that's a strong hit. So a strong hit, we're out in the field. A strong hit gives me 3 points, and I can use those 3 points to repair any other device. Right, so we'll do that. Stellar object, just put orange star. Orange and got 1 R in it, isn't it? Orange star. I'm just going to put malfunction. If I can spell today, if I can actually spell and type properly, malfunction instruments. Malfunction instruments repaired. Okay, so yeah, so we did that. Now we've got the debris field. Now I need to fly through this, and I don't want to use. I guess I want to use a different move other than what was the one I used before? Undertake an expedition, but this time I'm going to roll plus wits for staying vigilant. I know it gives me a slight advantage because I've got better wits, but doesn't mean I'm going to pass it. But I just think this time I'll be more vigilant because we're going through a star field. So I'm going to roll plus wits. 3, 4, 5, 6. That is a weak hit. So a weak hit, again, that's what we got last time, didn't we? So as above, so we can mark progress, which I'll do. I like doing that, marking progress. But it does come at a cost. I think this time I'll just give myself some sort of... we'll take 1 off of our supply. Oh, hang on, I shouldn't be on 4. I should be on 5, but now I'm on 4. I'll take 1 off supply. Now, I'll tell you what, I'll take 2 off supply. Let's say there's been some damage caused to our fuel tanks, and it's just, we've had to sort of get rid of some fuel. Yeah, so hopefully we can gain that back at some point. Okay, so we've reached another waypoint. So I'm also going to do that with the sector. I might not continue to keep doing this and just changing where our ship lands every time. It might start getting a bit tedious. But we're there now, and we've reached another waypoint. So yeah, we're going to come up against something else. So again, then I want to go to the Oracle, and do I want a space encounter, or do I want to do something a little bit different this time? What's under location themes? No, I think I'll go again with what I went with before. I think I'll do that because that could be anything that we come up against. So again, I'm going to want these dice, and space encounters. Let's see what we get this time. 26. A planet. Okay, let's roll up a planet then. 4. A desert world. Okay, so there's a desert world here. Okay, so I quickly rolled up a planet then. So I wasn't really expecting to do that. Desert planet, Morricone, I think we'll call that. Is it Morricone? I haven't put in a description or anything. Atmosphere is toxic. There's no settlements. Life is scarce. I mean, if there was a settlement, I probably would have maybe even explored it. But I haven't. So we don't. And yeah, so we're just going to sort of move on. So I'm going to go undertake expedition again. And again, now I'm going to roll under shadow because we are this time. We're not vigilant again, but we're sort of trying to stay under the radar. Hopefully, us coming across that debris field, if there was anything sort of that we were catching the attention of, hopefully we've got past that, and the debris field has put them off following us, maybe. So, undertake expedition. We need to get the moves up there because I need to remember what happens depending on what I roll. So, what am I rolling under? I'm rolling under shadow again, aren't I? So 2, 3, 4. Great, that is a miss. That is a complete and utter miss. We are waylaid by a crisis or arrive at a waypoint to confront an immediate hardship or threat. Do not mark progress, pay the price. Okay, so... okay, well, what we're going to say is we've lost a bit more fuel than I thought, and we're really, really struggling now. So I'm going to make an emergency landing on this desert planet. So we're gonna have to do it. We're going to make an emergency. My supply is now going to go down to 2, and I think I'm going to put my spirit down to. No, do you know what? I can't really afford to get rid of too much supply now. I'm going to put my spirit down to 3, and we're going to make an emergency crash landing on this planet. This is not how I expected the story to go. I had all brilliant ideas about what was going to happen, and I was going to have a chat with this Merrick, and I had a really good cliffhanger. But yeah, that's not kind of how it turned out. So we're going to crash land on this desert planet. I don't think I'll need to roll for that, will I? I mean, we're kind of just heading towards that planet now. We're kind of cutting a scene. I mean, there's no settlements on this planet, so we kind of need to do something that's. How do we get out of this? That we have to kind of do something to help us get out of this hole. So what I'm going to say is that on this planet there's a survey team, and we're going to try, or we're going to hope that they are going to help us out. So let me roll up a couple of characters, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so what I've rolled up then, I've rolled up a character called Kiana Darwin, and I think Kiana sounds a little bit, sounds like a female name to me, so pronouns are she, her. I've rolled up that she's a criminal. And bearing in mind I have some stuff abroad that I shouldn't, maybe that might work out for us. I'll tell you what also works out really nice for us is that I also rolled up their goal is to travel to a place. Now perhaps they've been abandoned here because of their crimes or whatever. We're going to save them, but by the same token, they're going to save us. They maybe know of they know of where this expedition team is, and they know they've got fuel. They know, so yeah, okay, that kind of works for us really well. I'm pleased with that. So I strike up a conversation with them, and I guess really I should be rolling one of the moves here, the move for making a connection. So when you search out a new relationship or give focus to an existing relationship, not an ally or companion, roll plus heart. Right, okay, so I'm going to roll plus heart. Now my heart, it's yeah, I've gone for the easier stats, I remember now. So roll plus heart, my heart is 2, 6, 7, 8. It's a weak hit, that 9 bummed us. Okay, on a weak hit, as above. So a strong hit was give them a roll and a rank. I didn't give them a roll or a rank, did I? Where do I do that? That's under sector, that's under the person. Right, rank. Formidable, I think. They are a criminal. So, yeah, give them a roll and a rank. Whenever your connection aids you in a move closely associated with their role, add +1. Right, okay, so I got a weak hit, didn't I? So on a weak hit, as above, but this connection comes with a complication or cost. Envision what they reveal or demand. Well, they demand that we get them off this planet in exchange for them helping us find fuel. They're going to need the fuel as well, because they're going to need to help us get them off here. So we'll mark that. We have made a connection. Brilliant. Kiana Darwin, and perhaps maybe later on, maybe a love interest there. Make a bit of A bit of a romantic kind of slant to the story. It's not my intention, but well, we'll just see how it goes, huh? Okay, so we are going to undertake an expedition. There's a bit of this at the moment, undertaking expeditions, because we're going to need to travel across to where this expedition team are, or this survey team. Obviously, I probably should have role played all this, but I've put on a space suit of some sort so I can breathe in this toxic air. You know, some kind of mask. They've got the same as well. So I don't know what crimes this person's committed. They've just told me that they've been abandoned here. They've admitted they've done some wrong, but they haven't sort of told me what. They haven't gone so far as to tell me what it is they've done. So undertake an expedition again, and this time, what are we doing? What are we rolling on this time? Shadow, speed. I suppose speed. Speed is of the essence here. Or vigilant. Probably vigilant again. I'm not just saying that because I've got decent wits. Because actually, edge is my highest score. But I think we'd need to be vigilant. Yeah, so I'm going to roll plus wits. 3, 4, 5. That is a strong hit with a match. Oh, wow. Okay, so on a strong hit, I reach a waypoint. So, we need another progress. Reach the survey team on Morricone. I might have spelled that wrong, but I'll correct it. I'm going to put troublesome because at the moment I don't want to get too many kind of tracks. No, I'll tell you what, I'll put dangerous because we got a strong hit with a match. So we'll mark that off. And I think as we've got a match, does that mean we mark it off again? I mean, I know you get something extra special. Yeah, I'm going to mark it off again. Only because we got that match. So we've reached a waypoint. And what is at that waypoint? Let's see if we can kind of find something to roll against. No, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go to the oracles, and I'm going to roll. Let's actually do it from the book here. Use my proper dice for this. So I'm going to need the D100, and what we'll do is we're going to roll under the oracles of the descriptor and the focus. I think we'll roll under, see if we get anything there. So theme. Did I say theme? No, descriptor and focus. Descriptor. 92. Subsurface and focus. 74. Subsurface settlement. Okay, well, there weren't any settlements, or we were led to believe there wasn't any settlements. There was no kind of signs coming up on the scans, but we found evidence of a settlement in one of the dunes. Maybe it's not a dune. Maybe we think it's a dune, it's covered in sand, but it's actually solid. And we noticed this when I'm walking, trekking across one of these dunes, and I trip. And I think, what was that? And I look back, and there's a handle there. It's a handle. And myself and Kiana, we sort of scrub away and brush away some of the sand, and there's a hatch just sitting there. So we think to ourselves, well, we've got to open this. There's not supposed to be any settlements here. We've found something that expedition team would actually kill for. We found evidence of something that shouldn't be here, an actual settlement, or evidence of something. There's something here. And I think I'm going to leave the episode there. There's a bit of a cliffhanger. What have we found? What is underneath this? When we open this hatch, what's there? Is it a settlement? I know we rolled for settlement, but hey, it's all interpretation. Okay, yeah, I'll leave that there, I think. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been very, I'd say, chaotic. I'm still very much trying to get used to playing the game. I'm still very new to role play. I'm still learning, and but I'm getting there. I'm enjoying it, and I guess at the end of the day, that's all that counts, really. So yeah, join me for the next one where we'll sit down and I might do a few things off camera. I might just roll some pre-prepared characters, so next time we sort of come across someone, I'm not scrabbling around and trying to quickly sort of create a character. Same goes for planets and things as well. Really, if I sort of pre-generate a few, then I won't be in such a won't be so much chaos next time round. So yeah, I'm going to say take care of yourselves, everybody, and hopefully you'll join me for the next one. See you all again soon. Goodbye.